Hello, people. Um, on the London creatives, what about them? Um, I am back in uni now. I basically just had a week off. Well, not a week off. I have a week of like not really a lot, like just like administration courses. And I've just come back from a DJ night out in London, and I've been having a lot of anxiety around being in that environment because people are they're very guarded, repressed, stuck up, um, argumentative, confrontational, but also very talented, you know? So, what's been stressing me out really is like, do I fit into the scene? Um, Keep in mind, I am cleaning my room currently, so just ignore the fact that I'm darting back and forth. But, um, do I fit into this DJ scene or production scene in London? Um, because I'm so alien to it and oblivious to all the things that are part of it, you know? Um, so, stumbled across this YouTube video by a guy called Jacob Wang. Very cool guy. Um, I, I don't really believe in like anything. I believe in like a source, you know, higher than us, because it helps to live with life. But like, I don't have like affiliated, like organized religion, right? But it's the one time when not maybe the one time, but one of many times where I think like this has been sent to me. It's crazy. So his video, I'm literally on it right now. It's like the deepest need of humans. I don't think it's the deepest need. I think maybe deepest is a good word to use because deepest has interpretation. But a big need of human beings is a sense of belonging. Um, do you feel as though you're part of something bigger than yourself? Whether that's like being part of a religion or being part of a band or a choir or just being in a group of people and feeling as though you belong. One thing that you shouldn't get misconstrued is like a sense of belonging and then genuine belonging, you know? Like some people will keep company solely to feel as though they have company, solely to feel as though um, they're safe, you know? But is that meaningful or real, you know? Um, because sure, lack of belonging, a lack of the sense of it is a source of a lot of anxiety. But a lack of genuine belonging as well causes a whole lot of issues as well, right? If you have surface level friendships with people and surface level relationships with them, like it's not going to be surprising when things go to shit. But you felt like you belonged, you know. So like to recircle back to my initial anxiety and thought about this, it's like I don't feel as though I fit in. I don't feel like I fit in anywhere. It's going to be like a theme in all of these videos, but I don't feel as though I fit into, well, I wonder, maybe if I go more, I'll experience it more, but I'll explain what I mean. I don't feel as though my character type is one that is common in the industry, if that makes sense. Like, I learn languages for fun and I'm a geek, you know? So I don't know many people who want to do music in the full time and are like this, you know? And yet I'm also very aware that there are many people like myself who feel exactly the same. And it takes time to meet people who you align with sonically, but then also like just on a friendship level, you know? So just as an example, like I went on a night out with some friends, well, a friend and mutual friends, they're all DJs in London. And it was such a vibe. It was so good. And they were all like, actually, no. I wanted to leave home and go. I came with a fat ass suitcase because I was not going back home after going to uni. Keep in mind, I'm in my uni room now. And I was thinking, cool, I'm going to go straight to the club, sleep in Euston for like an hour nap, and then go to uni. So I'm lugging this massive suitcase around London. I've taken the two trains to get there, and I get to the venue, and then This woman, she could have been like maybe 26 or something. She just goes, £5, please. I'm like, no, hello, no, like, no, nothing, like shit. So I'm like trying to make conversations like, oh, how's your night been? Like, I'm gonna have to find a place to put the suitcase. I really need the toilet, you know, but like, I'm really excited for the night. Like, is Salma, oh, maybe I shouldn't use names. Or the DJ's here, like, and she's like, £5, please. I'm like, whoa. And I think I've cracked it because there was a while, as someone who's born and raised in London, I was still confused at the way people are acting. Number one, half of these people aren't from here. That's one thing you have to get like through your head. A lot of people are not from here and act up when they get here. That's number one. Second of all, there's this subcategory of people who are fucking miserable. Like they hate their life and they don't have the regulation, the self-regulation to not put it onto other people. Keep in mind, I'm not dragging this woman. Like, I'm just saying, like, you could tell that she doesn't like the life that she's living. And the way she expresses herself and communicates with people makes that apparent. Like, I think me saying that, it kind of comes clear. Like, if you think of, like, a bitter teacher who fucking hates the kids at school, but, like, has to get the money. And you can tell that they hate their life and they're going to make you hate yours. That's the case for a lot of the people in this city because it's like people are oftentimes foregoing the things that they care about for the things that society cares about. For good reason, you know, like a lot of people are trapped into like families and they have to support the kids. Those kids got to go to private school, they got to get the money to support the kids. It's like fairs, you know? But don't make other people miserable because I'm also very self-aware of the fact that like I am probably the kind of personality type to do that, you know? That's one of my biggest anxieties around being around the London creative scene is like, there are a lot of people who are rude and conniving. In fact, sidestep from that, like, I don't need this. I hope people who are watching this don't get offended by what I'm saying, but like, the reason I'm making this project is the whole point is that it's not important, it's not meant to make money. I was hoping to get sponsored for it because like free equipment, but they didn't do that. The whole premise is that I don't need to do this. I want to do this, which is why it's so much more important because how often do people actually get to pursue their wants in life? Really think about that. How often do people genuinely get to pursue the things that they want to do as opposed to the things that are want adjacent? Not often, you know? And it's the last time in my life and I'm going to have 3 months of my life not working. No, actually no. Last time in a long time. Let's say that. Like first time. It will be a while until I'm able to do this again. So I need to make the most of it, you know? Going back to the night, right? So she's giving me like, not even giving me attitude, she's just being like, you know when you go to like the retail store and it's like, cash or card, like very much, you know? So I tell her like I'm on guest list, her mannerism changed immediately. I'm thinking, this is not a fancy venue, this is not a private members club, this is not like exclusive, whatever, big artists, no. This is a small, like little independent chain, whatever. And she's gone, oh my goodness, you're on the guest list, da, da, da. Whoa, like it really like bothers me, but I'm gonna have to get over that because as is life, you know. It confused me because I didn't take time to think about it practically. A lot of these people don't like the life that they're living and are not courageous enough, conscious enough to be subversive and change that. So they just fall in line, you know? So that's one thing I definitely don't want to do when I move back. When I'm in London over summer, I don't want to fall in line and be like fake. So many of these people are fake. Like when it's time to like follow each other on Instagram or like get in contact, it's like you're not touching your phone because you want them to take their phone out and follow you like a fan. It's weird. It's so weird to me. And what's even more confusing is like all of us are broke, bro. All of us are broke. Like keep in mind, I'm living on SFE, so I'm chilling. Do you know what I mean? But like, I know that you're really working really hard for yourself. But we're all broke, so why are you moving like this? It's very weird to me, you know? Moving back, I'm ranting now because I need to actually, the whole point of these videos is I need to rationalize my thoughts, right? So, number one, the way in which people act, human behavior is actually highly predictive. People are acting this way because it's a cutthroat industry, they're not making much money, they don't like their life, so they're going to take out their frustrations on you, right? It's very important to be intentional with the way that you're thinking when you're in negative environments because you will naturally just absorb it, right? So big one, number one, is for me to stay around people who don't act this way. I've been very fortunate to like have friends who are in music, making music, who they themselves, their friends are very similar vibe, and it's like they're not gonna be like, who do you know here? The fact people ask that question, I went to some like pop-up, like I think it was not vintage, like Depop or just some weird pop-up that my friend was at, because my friend is like an influencer, he has a big following. And they're like, who do you know here? Sorry? No, not what's your name, how are you, nice to meet you, who do you know here? It's weird to me, you know? And I think it's actually maybe even more than the fact that all of the things I said about them not liking their life, whatever. It's become a job, you know? And not work, not intentional, conscious decision to do something that I like, but it's a job, you know? I really like to make the distinction between work and a job. Like, I am doing a career that I know I'm going to enjoy working in. It's not going to be a job. Now they view creativity as a job. All of the things that come with like maybe 9 to 5 corporatism, they've now asphyxiated. Not asphyxiated, that's the choke. Applied to the industry now. And I call it the industry just because like I'm a bit more aware of like what's going on. Because like before as a teenager, it's like I'm just gonna go to these underground events and I'm gonna like go and like be around them. But like now it's more of a thing of these are my colleagues now, and I'm kind of scared of the colleagues, bro. Like a lot of people are very intimidating. Like you'll be talking and they'll actively like exclude you from a conversation. It's weird. It's weird to me, and I think I'm a very upfront person, but I don't think I'm confrontational. My style of confrontation is direct, you know, but I don't think I'm confrontational, and it's hard to do that and be like that in an environment where everyone's very passive aggressive. It's very much like we're fine, and then a week later they're like really beefing each other. I don't have beef with anyone. I hope to God that I'd never get dragged on Twitter because that place is scary as hell. But yeah, this insecurity, this fear, right? I'm gonna have to work on it. I feel like we're gonna have to do a part 2 because I've not really been in London doing something artsy, like producing music, with the intention of being professional, whatever that means, right? It was more just like, hey, let's go studio, let's go pirate. Like, it was not we're locking in. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. You know, my fears could be rational. They could be unfounded, but we'll find out.